Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel and the Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel. This is, of course, Pro Wrestling Logic. This is the Impact Review for the 12th of May 2022. X Division Champion Ace Austin defeats Aiden Prince on BTI pre-show. Why you have Ace Austin on the pre-show, I have no idea. Impact opens up with Tom Hannafin and Matthew Reinwald. What horrible names for announcers. Anyway, welcoming us to the show and announcing that Josh Alexander's opponent for Slammiversary next month will be courtesy of the Gauntlet for the Gold match taking place in the main event, and it is a late main event, later on tonight. Anyway, a promo part of Impact Championship and current stars hungry for the chance. Before Hannafin and Reinwald could go any further, Honor No More interrupts. Kenny King defeats Chris Bay in the Ultimate X qualifying match. Maria joins on commentary for the match. They basically are a bunch of natural athletes on display, and Bay gets an advantage early. Maria knocks Bay on commentary, calling him a Bullet Club fanboy. Maria then continues to knock Bay on commentary. And then after a miss in the corner by Bay, King capitalized briefly. Bay takes advantage. Again, King nails Power Slam and stands on the ground with reverse chinlock. But Bay, once again, is able to make a comeback. Doesn't last very long, though. We then see a brief comeback by Bay, but then misses a move on the ropes, and King attempts a pin before referee catches him using ropes as an advantage. Bay then hits a swinging DDT for near fall, attempt at the art of finesse, and that doesn't succeed either. Bay then nails slice spread and then has the top rope. Maria runs off commentary to distract him. King capitalizes, huge uppercut on Bay, and then attempts a superplex by Bay and fights him off. King nails Bay with the Royal Flush, victory qualifying for the Ultimate X at Slammiversary. Not a bad match, but not necessarily sure where this is going. Backstage, Alicia is barging on the dressing room. Julie Shaw for out of the match, and then Knockouts Tag Team Championship is coming up next. Shaw then comes out and makes a comment and keeps on waiting. The Influence, Madison Rayne and Tennille Dashwood defeats Alicia and Julie Shaw to retain the Knockouts Tag titles. This is not good. Anyway, we go to commercial, we come back. The challengers are already waiting before we come back, and then there's a melee. Alicia battles Dashwood. Dashwood gains an advantage thanks to help from the outside by Rayne. Rayne gets tagged in and shoves her down. Just tie up neckbreaker for a near fall. Shaw finally goes for the hot tag. After getting out of Dashwood, she nails a draping DDT for near fall on Rayne. Shaw goes back in, does a bit of damage. Rayne plants Shaw into the middle turnbuckle. Tensions are definitely high between these teams. And then we go, Shaw argues with the referee. Rayne and Dashwood capitalized, and Alicia is set into Shaw, taking her out. Alicia is a fighter, but she simply can't overcome the numbers game, and we see the champions get the win. Promo Violent by Design, Eric Young stating that not only would they be winning back their tag titles next week, he'd be winning the Gauntlet for the Gold this week. Gail Kim announced, Gail Kim's in the ring talking about Slammiversary. Impact selling 20 years this year. Can't believe this horrible company's been around for 20 years, but anyway. Kim announced that this year would be a historic Queen of the Mountain match featuring Tasha Steelz defending Knockouts Women's Championship against Chelsea Green, Jordana Grace, Deanna Purrazzo, and before she could announce the final competitor, Steelz and Savannah Evans come to the ring. After some talking back and forth, Steelz and Kim's Tasha then says final competitor would be Evans. Kim then announced Mia Yim as the final competitor, and Steelz gets up in her face. Yim then comes down to the ring, saving Kim, and then they take things out on Steelz before Purrazzo hits the ring. 3-on-1 attack, but within seconds, Grace and Talia Valkyrie hit the ring to even the odds, and then send steals. Evans and Perazo packing. Huge announcement for Slammiversary, and anyway, so Josh Alexander and Tomohiro Ishii defeat Bullet Club, Jay White, and El Phantasmo. Let's see. Alexander and Ishii teaming is interesting for those that are into that. Cardonas begin, and there's technical matching early. Walking Weapon and ELP comes into focus here. White and Ishii are both tagged into the match, and then White attempts to gain the upper hand early. He then remembers how tough Ishii is, and ELP attempts that even though the odds are not quite as good for him. After perseverance, it's the Bullet Club on the attack, and then top of some offense, back rake by BC, and then Alexander gets the hot tag, takes out Phantasmo, and then hits him with a multiple German suplexes, locking on the ankle lock, back and forth, before Alexander tags in Ishii. Ishii continues to attempt the Brainbuster, and then capitalizes. Ishii nails the ELP with the basement lariat, followed by the Brainbuster picking up the victory. We then see a promo for next week's Tag Team Champions. Briscoes said that they aren't going anywhere next week. Next week's lineup includes Briscoes versus Violent by Design for the Tag Team title rematch, Laredo Kid with Speedball Mike Bailey, Ultimate X Qualifier, Knockouts champs Tasha Steelz, Savannah Evans, and Dana Perazo, Taya Valkyrie, Jordana Grace, and Mia Yim, and Mike Bennett and Matt Taven versus the Good Brothers. Eric Young wins the gauntlet for the Gold World title match at Slammiversary. Why? Just why? Number one, this match is way too long. Number two, it's Eric Young in 2022. He's a good hand. He's good in the ring. He's got history with the company. But at the same time, you need to be building for the future, not living in the past. Commentators run down the rules for the match. Chris Sabin enters as the first competitor, followed by Alex Shelley. Sabin and Shelley shake hands before they go into battle against each other. Technical encounter and commentary informed us that this is Sabin's fourth gauntlet for the gold appearance before entrant number 3 arrives, and that is Eddie Edwards. Motor City Machine Guns work together on offense against Edwards. Edwards able to hold his own. Fourth competitor Vincent of Honor No More comes in. Gauntlet essentially becomes a tag team match, capitalize on each team. Steve McLean comes in at number 5. McLean then stares down Edwards before Wright going to town on the Motor City Machine Guns. Shelley is in first early. We go to commercial. Back from commercial, we see Raj Singh in the ring, and he's the 8th competitor of the bunch. Shock Boy is number 6, by the way. And then live action, we see Gunjar eliminating Singh. Competitor number 10 is introduced. Shira enters the ring, and off we go. Competitor number 11, and that's none other than Morrissey. Morrissey hits the ring and immediately makes an impact. He eliminates Shira. Morrissey goes after Vincent, following suit. Morrissey then sets his sights on remaining competitors. Eric Young comes in at 12. Young then enters and hits Morrissey and nails him with a pile driver. Young then focuses on others. Back from another commercial break, Rhino enters. Heath Blackturus and Rhino enters. Eddie Edwards eliminated by Chris Sabin. Commentary replays Shelley getting eliminated, Edwards and Miguel getting eliminated as well by McLean during the break. So sometimes we don't even see all of the entrants here before they're eliminated. Anyway, that's just awesomely stupid. Heath takes out the exception, and ultimately, entrant 13, it's Johnny Swinger. He's wielded the ring on a micro entrance cart, courtesy of Ziggy Dice. Back from commercial, Rhino enters the ring, now occupied as mentioned. Heath then takes exception. Moose has entered. He's eliminated. Rich Swann is the next to enter the match, takes out Moose, managing to land Cutter on the former world champ. Action continues, and the countdown begins as we hear Always Ready played, and Matt Cardona is the next entrance. Matthew Reinwald leaves the commentary and jumps in the ring and eliminates Swan. So, commentator jumps out of being a commentator to get an elimination. PCO, next entrance, and he eliminates Reinwald. And then we see a stare down between PCO and Morrissey. And then, before they go at it, Macklin sneaks up behind them, eliminating both of them. So we made them both look like goofs. Now we're down to Final Four featuring McLean, Moose, Sabin, and Young. Lights go out. Sammy Callahan appears with a baseball bat, and he comes back. Callahan eliminates Moose. And then future match at Slammiversary probably between those two. Sabin attacks McLean, and after getting in the upper hand, gets over the ropes on the apron, eliminating McLean from the match. After that, the referee jumps into the ring. And now Sabin versus Young, one-on-one, back and forth action. World Championship on the championship shot on the line. Cradle shot gets hit. Young takes advantage, needed, and nails the piledriver, getting the 1-2-3 and securing his championship opportunity in 38 days at Slammiversary, and off we go. And so there we go that way. Anyhow, so that's that, and we will be back with more right after this.